in his performance tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope he's here. I have no idea. Maybe he's outside smoking. And then I will look like a fool. You guys will laugh at me. Unless he gets up now. Geert! Yes, there he is. One round of applause for Geert!
Sorry, I'm taking off my sweater. You guys have made the room very warm.
Take it off!
Stop objectifying him!
Thank you. Hi, everybody. It's not a call response. This story is a story I've told before, and because it took a long time to write, I decided to tell it again to really squeeze all the work out of it possible. It's a story that's true. It didn't happen to me. It happened to a friend of mine, and when he told me the story, I thought this story needs to be told. The story's too good to be told in prose, so it had to be told in rhyme, and that took some time. Oh, I have a tendency when I speak, and I'm excited to speak very fast, and there's a big crowd, so I'll get excited, so might go very fast, but here we go. A morning where the cold creeps in the sheets, we find my friend Fabian emerging from a deep sleep. The sound of the first foot on the ground creaks the floorboards, no words, but a gasp and a raspy cough as he sighs enough, and he rises to greet the day. Overnight, a frightful fog rolled in. A voice told him, back to bed. But no, he said, and went to brush his teeth instead. Before long, the gong of his alarm, his coat's on his arm, and he's out the door, down 4 floors to the street. And his keys jangle as he untangles his chain as he's braving the rain when he mounts his steed, his trusty, rusty bike. The streets glisten, and if you'll listen, you'll hear him hobbling over the cobbles as he gobbles up the miles. The city's bare, so soon he's there, at work. So with a hop and a jerk, he stops. Kickstand pops out, and his trusty, rusty bike is tied to the bridge. But if he had one wish, he'd have a smidge more care as he went to put his keys back in his pocket after he locked it. For with a gasp, they'd slipped his grasp and flew through the air and dropped real slow and plopped below. Bike, home, and job address lost now as he's lobbed his access into the gracht. They sink in the drink like a rock, and he thinks, I'm fucked. How to explain to his boss or send word to his landlord about this loss. How he casually tossed his responsibilities. The thought alone leaves him ill at ease. Now, lesser men would crack at this, facing the black abyss, swan song, sign off, hope God, goodbye. But our man's not one for whining, forget crying. He won't stand for this randomness. He racks his brain for a way to handle this. Now, no amount of wishing will fish him out. Like a trout, he needs a hook. He thinks back to the science book. Wait a tick, keys are metal. Maybe a magnet'll do the trick. A quick trip to a hardware store, a hard stare, sore at the spot where they dropped. Some string and a magnet disc and a flick of the wrist, a plop, and he feels a click. He spools the rope fast, filled with hope, but nope, just trash. Not rash. This man of action drops his contraption once more. This time it'll work, but the next jerk reveals more refuse. He refuses the abuse of the universe. He's lived through worse. So once more into the breach, dear friends. The rope bends, hope ends, but as he spools the string dangling, he sees his keys. He's got him from the bottom. A tale too true to believe. You'd think I lied through my teeth, but all I did was increase the speed of his deeds. Also, he lives on the 3rd floor, not the 4th. A man among men. I was a fan before, but then as my friend regaled me with tales of his bravery, I learned a new respect. Because there are people who accept, who let lost things go, who say no when challenged. With his back against the wall, he stood up, stood tall, and made his stand. You may not comprehend, as this song ends, the degree to which this man made will bend. No, he cursed the Milky Way. You shan't have your way. We are not done. You have not won. These keys belong to me. And woe in all those who don't believe. Fate may tempt him all she likes, but she hasn't kept him from his house, his work, or his trusty, rusty bike.